Good evening, and welcome to Numpty News, to only bulletin brave enough to ask to big questions, like if an American chain tries flogging Mexican food to actual Mexicans, is that business strategy or a full-blown head injury? Tonight's top story comes from Monterrey, where a big daft US food company's announced its opening shop in Mexico, prompting locals, readers, and one furious man in a vest to react as if someone had tried to sell gravy to Yorkshire. Right. Exclusive. In scenes reminding folk of a stag do ending up in A&E, to plans been widely mocked, derided, and booted round Tinternet like a sad inflatable cactus. Experts say it's a bit like taking a tea bag to China and shouting, "Right lads, I'll show you how leaves work," which, frankly, is such industrial strength it ought to be stored in a barrel behind a farm. Our first witness, Barry Throssell, male, part-time delivery driver and full-time gobshite from Oldham, was emotionally involved despite being several thousand miles away and knowing next to nought about corporate expansion.
It's like trying to sell a proper tea to kettle, our lass. Absolute madness. Like chucking brown sauce on a black pudding and calling it haute cuisine.
Strong words there from Barry, whose understanding of international cuisine appears to be based entirely on whether it can be eaten while leaning on a skip. But he's not alone. Brenda Clagfettel, female, self-appointed food snob, and owner of 6 novelty fridge magnets, told Numpty News the move stank of arrogance, confusion, and what she called sour cream colonialism.
Who's next, then? Norway opening a snow shop in Antarctic? Italy launching wet spaghetti experience in Rome? It's daft as a brush with diarrhea.
Meanwhile, over in our state-of-the-art graphics bunker, a pub table with a wonky laptop on it, analysts have been trying to explain the business logic. The company seems to believe that by bringing its own version of tacos and burritos to Mexico, it can somehow improve on the people who invented the flipping things. That's not confidence. That's the sort of swagger usually seen in blokes who wear sunglasses indoors and say words like disruptor before falling into ornamental water. We sent our economic correspondent, Colin P. Wazuk, male, to investigate. After 15 minutes and a packet of salt and vinegar discos, he concluded to scheme may rely heavily on tourists, branding, and to mysterious modern belief that if you put food in shiny foil, no one notices it tastes like regret. It's nout but confidence, packaging, and cheek. You can't roll into someone's kitchen, wave a laminated menu, and act like you've invented beans. And finally, local reaction has been summed up by Sharon Mugbreak, female, who claims she once got into a fistfight over a quesadilla in Benidorm, and therefore speaks with authority.
If some lad tried selling me British curry as an exotic discovery, I'd box his ears, nick his napkins, and send him home in a breadbasket.
So, there we are. Another glorious chapter in mankind's never-ending history of absolutely avoidable nonsense. A US chain has marched into Mexico to teach Mexico about Mexican food, and the world has responded with the only sane reaction available, pointing, laughing, and making the universal face for, "You what? You daft tit?" Stay tuned to Numpty News, where if this gets any dafter, someone will open a chippy in the sea. And to make sure that doesn't miss out on tomorrow's Numpty News, please subscribe.